opening class time. And the winner is, thank you. The winner of the Local Innovation Award is Teaching English in Africa by East.
Well, thank you so much to the jury and to the British Council for this award for teaching English in Africa. My name is Jason Anderson, I'm the author of the book, and on behalf of myself and East African Educational Publishers, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone for this. On a personal level, I'd like to say thank you to the remarkable team at East African Educational Publishers, Kiari Kamau and Jane Matenge for commissioning the work, Benson Shihola, the copy editor, and Dr. Lillian Kaviti, the content editor, for their help with this. By keeping the project almost entirely in Africa, we've managed to keep production costs down so that it retails to African teachers for a price of about £5, which we're very proud of. Often when we think about education in Africa, we tend to focus on the negatives, and we overlook some of the remarkable achievements that are made in the continent over the years. These include the remarkable improvements that many countries have made to increase school enrollment, often exponentially, but this has obviously often happened at the expense of quality in the classroom, meaning that many African teachers face some of the biggest challenges in the world and so often with the fewest resources. Teaching English in Africa is a very initial step to provide something in the way of support to these teachers, focusing on issues which are shared more because of the shared socio-economic conditions rather than the massive diversity of cultural difference that exists in Africa. Things like massive class sizes, very large classes, a lack of teaching and learning resources, and often very few, the difficulty with providing initial literacy to children in a foreign language, which English is for so many kids in Africa. The book has been produced very much based on and drawing from the massive range of expertise that I've had the privilege of working with among black African teachers, black African teacher trainers and Africans. It's ironic, of course, that on the stage stands a white man receiving this award nonetheless. But I'd like to thank those people and to dedicate this award to those people that I've worked with. Just to give a little in terms of flavour of the people I'm talking about, the remarkable Gibson Zembeni, Dr. Talula in Malawi, who taught me how to create teaching and learning resources from almost nothing. The inspirational Leah Sego, who works with inner city school children in Nairobi, and has proved that kids there can and do learn just as well as anybody else with innovative, learner-centered methodology. And last but not least is the remarkable Matewas Gebrekristos in Eritrea, a teacher who, unaware of the existence of CLIL in the outside world, essentially developed it in his own science classes. A teacher whose learners created an interactive whiteboard made out of wood and paint alone, and it works. And a teacher who, when he was asked by the Ministry of Education in Eritrea to give a presentation on child-centered learning, sent a delegation of school children along to give the presentation. And they did a very good job as well. So I'd like to dedicate this award to all of those teachers and to hope that the next time an award is being received for teaching in Africa, it's received by a black African who deserve it. Thank you so much.
That's my thing. I'd just like to say, you know, how gratifying it is that the prize went to this project, because, you know, Africa, we always think of Africa as being retarded or the dark continent and so on. It's no such thing. You know, the fact that there is deprivation doesn't mean that there's no innovation. And I think so I very much congratulate you on this award. Okay. Thank you. Philida. Sorry, you have to come and have your photograph taken.
Oh, sorry, I thought...
No, that was before. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.